know anything about Benin in particular, you would know that the market women are a very, when I say very, emphasis on very important pressure group in that state. You cannot do a lot of things in Edo State without the market women in particular, not the traders association. See, the market women, there's a certain power that these groups, or that group in particular, has. But recently, I got to see a very wonderful statement last week, very wonderful story that said, or that was describing how a young lady, left her, 9-to-5 job, right, to start a business in the market. Now, long and short of the story is that the business eventually folded because they claimed that the women in that market were using strong juju. That you cannot be a trader, you cannot be a market woman in any open air market, whether it's Rumokoro, whether it's a oil mill, particularly those markets where you have a lot of patronage. For example, Ring Road Market, New Benin Market, that the level of fortification you need is not to be trifled with. So when something happens, and very interestingly, in places like Lagos too, you often hear almost on a yearly basis, Bawagu Market don't burn, Eko Market don't burn, Yaba Market don't burn. Almost every year, there's always a fire. And the gist is, it is one of the renewal processes. And so it's not unusual, and I'm sure some of you who go to the markets here, you have experienced it, right? In some of the markets, I'll mention one, Choba Market, for example. I've been there several times, and I've seen the market women arguing, fighting. You this useless woman, you're picking when they sell stone for my backyard. Yeah. They're always, it's so bad sometimes that rumors had it that some people even go extreme. So my question this morning is there a way that we can have legislation so that market women will not be fighting like this? And more importantly, do you believe that for you to actually have a market store in any of the open air markets, you must come prepared, you must come fortified, your belly must strong?
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeriainfo FM. Nigeriainfo, let's talk. With Jude on 92.3 Nigeriainfo.
As always, turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, please do not make mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversation civil. The numbers to call 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0007. WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. Robin is on the line from HM. We have Zion standing by from GRA. But Robin, welcome to Hello Port Harcourt.
Thank you very much, Jude.
Good morning.
You see, what you just brought in for discussion has to do with the spiritual aspect of human life. Whatever you believe. I do not think that anybody who owns a shop or a business place and getting down to your business place, either your office or your shop, you will not do prayers. Doing prayer to the God you believe is to give you good sales, good prospects, good things. I don't think anything is wrong about that. But the truth is that there are people who have decided to go extreme. Most of them even claim they are Christians by faith. But they go to the extreme to do the untold things that if you hear it, your ear will tingle. It's a fact that they do this thing in the market. It's a fact that they do it in the office. But those who are involved in it, I tell you, they are known. And there are people who don't believe in they only believe in their God who can tell them. But the way they excel in business, in offices,
Thank you very much, Robin. Zion, do you believe that you must have some extra protection to start business? Do we need a law so that market women will not be fighting?
No, you can't put a law for them not to fight. They don't fight, they only quarrel.
They only quarrel. Hey. They only quarrel, they don't fight. That's a nice one.
Let us be honest, you can't put a legislation. Tell me one market you go, you will not hear noise. If you say let there be no noise, then there is no market. And what formulates the noise? How much is this? You go buy, you no go buy. Go there, no come here. Go there, Mama Yabo. You come up. The truth is this. The market environment in the pre-historical of Nigeria was one means that brought about unity, that brought about communal development, that calls about as whenever they want to take decisions, the markets are not forbidden. Even in playtime, midnight stories is always the market square, where decisions are taken, informations are given. So the legislation is not welcome. Now, this diabolical aspect, let us be honest, it is this our present age. They start doing diabolical means.
Hey.
Yes. In those days, there is nothing like diabolism in the market. The market was a purest environment.
Interesting.
Where people go for prayer. People go for reconciliation. I won't hear stories like, let us meet at the market square. What came about the market square? But this greedy generation, a generation that the Bible described to be vipers, they want to make money by themselves. They started going diabolical.
Okay.
One time I asked a market woman, how do you people manage? Here you people sell same thing. And she said, look, we understand ourselves. There's a level of sales I will get, I will stop selling and start selling for my neighbor. If I don't have, I go to my next neighbor. Even if I have, but I don't sell enough, I go to my neighbor to bring that goods to sell and give them the money. We cooperate. See a level of high cooperation in the market. But this age now, very greedy.
Very greedy. Dele, is it my fault? Dele, do you have a shop in the market?
I know, actually, I'm a businessman also.
Okay. All right. Talk to us.
Okay. Brother Jude, you always make my day on Sunday morning.
Oh.
But with this table you are trying to shake now, you make my day during the week also.
Wow.
God bless you more and more.
Good morning.
One thing about life is that we can't run for nature. As in Africa, we know spiritual control physical. All these things, so many people say they don't know. But I can tell you that it happens so many places. You understand? Thank you for opening Africa eye more. I appreciate you a lot.
All right, Dele, thank you very much. So, the woman started her business in a very popular market in Lagos, right? And after 3 months, just 3 months, she had to close the business down. It was a very profitable business, but her friends kept telling her, before you do this business, you get to go wash, you get to go meet the people when they're in that area. You get to give them something. There's a particular thing that they do. If you don't do, you will not succeed. And the lady said, no, I wouldn't do that. Eventually, her business folded. Imagine a business that she put close to 5 million naira into. She had to stop. She started to sell the things from her house. Then after a while, the business in its entirety ceased to exist. And these are the same market women that we all go to. It makes you wonder, the person we are buying from, are they good? gets to be skewed by you, yes, you, the participants themselves. It's often been told that there are certain groups, you can call them gangs, you can call them cartels. It's even one of those things that the price money, not price monitoring, I beg your pardon, the Consumer Protection Commission is also trying to fight. The idea that before you can get into a business environment, you have to do dobale to everybody. Nobody's saying yes, you can't get and seek mentorship, but for you to pay certain obeisance, for you to, as it were, narrow down your own creativity so that you don't offend the established status in that particular space begs the question. So, the women, particularly the market women, is what we're talking about. Open air market. They seem very, I have to say this, they seem very powerful. Because I don't see very many men at 4:30 a.m. going to the markets in Port Harcourt. I don't see very many. But I see a lot of women. A lot of women. And at the end of the day, there are margins that they need to make. I was in the market yesterday. Most of them were women. Come by for me now, bros. Anything. Now imagine if somebody has been sat there doing anything has not sold for one whole day, and they tell you, is that your neighbor that is doing you? And we hear of these things in markets. There are preachers who come there to cast out demons of slow sales in market spaces. So do you really need to be fortified to go into that type of business? And should there be a law to say, anybody that they catch doing this kind of thing will punish them? Patrick is on the line from Eche. Patrick, good morning to you.
Yes, George, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
This is Amadi Patrick from Afreche.
A pleasure to have you join us. Please turn off your radio set, Patrick, or you step away from the radio, please.
Okay, I have turned it down.
Okay, all right, go on, please.
Concerning the matter you are talking about, concerning each one can fortify himself before going into a business. I don't think that one can fortify himself before going into any business, because it depends on your own faith and the business you want to go into. If you know about the business, or because the people have entered the business, they want to follow them and enter the business. That's one thing that's for business. Your own God is different from another one God. So what they ask you to do before you start business is not what will make you to fall or to stand, because you have your own God that you are worshiping. So what am I saying? Before you go into any business, it should be a business that you know how to do it, and also a business that you have also gone through it before. And you have your own God. You will call your own God. They will also call on their own God. So that is my own belief, and I have practiced it and it stands. So that's my advice to anybody who wants to enter into business.
All right, thank you very much. But you says you don't need to have yourself fortified. Have you ever sold crayfish in the market before? 017-923-0002, 017-923-0007, 0817923-0002, 0817923-0007. At Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo. PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X at Nigeriainfo. PH is where you find us on Facebook and on X. This morning, you can also send us a message via WhatsApp. That's 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. All right, 0809-030-6416. As always, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. Didn't see or hear, I'd like to encourage you not to make mention of it. Very importantly, please keep your conversations civil. Now, if you're trying to get to us via WhatsApp, all right, it has to be a WhatsApp call, all right? You can't make a regular GSM call on that line. It has to be a WhatsApp call just in case, but the lines seem okay. So to call us and have a conversation, 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003. All right. Please, once again, if you're calling us on WhatsApp, it has to be strictly a WhatsApp call. Wokoma is on the line from Elelewa. Wokoma, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, Wokoma.
All right, concerning what you're talking about this morning,
yes,
about
please.
Marketing, everything has practices. If you don't believe in market practice and you don't know it, that is why you're going to look for extra help to help you navigate the business area. Now, if you already know how to do business, you know how to attend to your customers, and you're good at it, people will definitely come to patronize you. But when you don't know it, sometimes your attitude may even chase people away.
Okay, fair enough.
Now you begin to say that there is one person, one neighbor that doesn't want you to sell. So first of all, you look at your own character. Are you getting it right? Even though some churches have made us understand that there are evil people everywhere, but you should look inward. About yourself, what are you doing? The way you're doing it, is it the way it is done? People study marketing in the school. So if it is not something that has a way of practicing, they wouldn't have studied it in school. So before you begin to accuse anybody, you should look inward, look at yourself if you're getting it right. That's my contribution.
But let me ask you very quickly. Jude is on the line. I will get to Jude shortly. Wokoma, but there are stories of people who understand the business, who probably maybe were doing the business when they were in Kaduna, but they decided to move down to Port Harcourt. They are starting the same business. But when they get to that area, they keep saying that, look, something is always happening. Maybe the store they are staying, rain will fall, and it's only their roof that will break. They want to sell in 2 whole days. They only sell like 10,000 naira. Meanwhile, their neighbors are making sales of 200,000 naira.
What did I say? I said, in as much as we believe that there are evil people around, you should also look inward. If everything about you is settled, that you're getting it right, then you begin to look at the spiritual part of it. You don't just begin to think that somebody is holding you not to sell when you have not got it right.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Jude is on the line from Rukwaku. Jude, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, welcome.
How's everything?
Very well. I trust you're well.
Okay. Well, everything in this life has its time and season. And I believe everybody has a calling for what he or she is doing. Like you're doing.
Oh, dairy me. Jude, please, you have to call back. Apologies, that was not from my end. All right, apologies there. A drop call scenario. Now, okay, Jesse. All right, good morning, Jude. Jesse from Boris says, I don't think market people should fortify before going to selling in the market, because my mom sells at Creek Road Market and she did not fortify herself. Jesse, are you sure? How certain are you, Jesse? You don't know what kind of fortification. Maybe your mom did 7 days prayer fasting and the pastor gave her something to use. That's a form of fortification. You don't know. It could have been. I'm not saying that you should go and knock at your mother's door and ask her, but I'm just saying, how certain are you? Good morning, Jim. The market is a very dangerous place. A lot of people don't understand. I agree with Mr. Zion. Those days, the market used to be a place where people used to come, settle, and even have parties. Market women were very, very hospitable people in those days. But these days, it is a cutthroat place. They even fight for space. Sometimes even coming in front of somebody's store is enough for them to have fights. Market women can be very dangerous, so let nobody tell you otherwise. Wakoma is back on the air. We have Jude, who we just spoke to in Rukwaku. Let's say hello to Jude. Jude, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, go on.
Like as I was saying before.
Yes.
You're doing your job. You're doing it perfectly well. It's your calling. if you know your calling is business and you go into it, you're going to excel perfectly well. But if you go into something you don't really know, then that means you have to add something else to it. So if you begin to hear about diabolical means of business or any other thing, know that it is not their calling. So they have to add something extra to boost it.
Even when they have got training, welcome back once again from Lela. Welcome back. Good morning.
Yeah, there are things I forgot to add.
Yes, please.
Now, you know that there are businesses that have seasons.
Yes.
Some have time.
Yes.
You can't tell me that somebody who sells biscuits, like children biscuits. When children are going to school, that's when they buy these biscuits. And you'll be sleeping in your house from morning to when it is 9 o'clock. That's when you go and open your shop. Then who will buy it? Who are you opening it for?
Yeah.
So that is why I'm saying that the person needs to get it right first before you begin to talk about the spiritual effect. So that's the thing.
Okay. All right. Welcome back. Thank you. There's a caller on WhatsApp. We're trying to reestablish contact with that person. I accidentally ended the call. I'm trying to get contact. I don't know if the service is online. Okay, but we'll try again on WhatsApp. It was a WhatsApp call. We'll try and get back to that person. Clement is on the line from NTA Road. Clement, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Mr. Jude.
Good morning, Clement.
Yes, you find yourself in the marketplace so that you can increase profit. Well, it did not start today. It has been there. Even from if you read the rich man in Babylon.
Okay, the richest man in Babylon. Yeah.
Okay. If you pay attention to the details in that book, when the man met, is he a mentor who was doing a business? I'm talking about the rich man in Babylon. That book maybe today. So if you go and read that book, you will know that justifying yourself is not a new generational thing like one of the scholars said. It has been there. The question is, where are you going to collect what you are using to justify yourself? Some go to the river. Some go to the church to collect bottled water and handkerchief. Everybody gets what they get to justify themselves. Meanwhile, some go to Harvard.
Okay, that's an interesting take.
Go to Harvard.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
So it depends on where you are going to. And of course, at the end of the day, they are all going to get a result. Of course, to improve profit. And the good thing about it is that government is going to collect their tax, not knowing where
are you going to collect? Okay. Okay.
The government will only collect their tax. So who is the target? You, the buyer. That's the target. In fact, even the people who are the sellers who go to do all this things are also buyers in some other business who are also to certify themselves.
Fair enough. So would you or have you fortified yourself?
As a buyer?
Yes. Or is this as a seller?
I guess spiritual fortified stuff as a buyer.
Ken, this is Uber Mini. Ken, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, Ken.
Jude, let us first of all know what fortification of business is all about.
All right, let's start with that.
You see, I see it as a means of boosting your business or the strategy of protecting and boosting your business. Fortification means is a thing of where you believe and where your faith rely on. You talked about waters, oils, and so on and so forth in the hands of the pastors, right? But in other way, where we consider as diabolic, because we see fowls, goats, blood, and other things. These are the means of boasting one's businesses. Hence, you are, I repeat, hence you are not indulging or involving yourself in killing human beings. Whatever thing that you know that will make you to progress
you can
in
do
your
it.
business, I think it is absolutely right. There's one thing I want to let you know, Jude.
Yes, please.
I realize that mentoring is another way of fortification.
Yeah.
I realize that going for a seminar is another means of fortification in business. All what we are needing in our business is for it to move or to be booming because of our interest. I mean the income in our business.
Okay, so let me ask you, what if you find out that maybe your business or maybe your wife's business or your brother's business is being affected by his neighbor who doesn't want your brother's business to grow? Maybe he has gone to meet one babalao that gives him a powder. So every time he comes, you in fact, you caught the man one day blowing powder in front of your brother's store so that your brother will not make sales. Is that something that you would want to have somebody fight for you for?
No, we are talking about individual, the person. But if you do anything against your neighbor or one another, you are looking for a trouble. I am talking about somebody who is into a business. Mr. Jude, I had stayed in Alaba International Market at Lagos for a good 3 years. I had so many people doing whatever thing they are doing early in the morning in order to have their customers, both old and new customers. So since we are looking for our progress in the business, I think it is advisable. Thank you very much. Just again, calling from Ubuntu.
All right, Ken. Well, interesting. You know that. It's not easy to have a business at the Alaba International Market. If you've never been to that market in Lagos, it's popularly known for a lot of electronic devices, phones, very close to Sinikeja now. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Alaba International Market. It's also the computer village. You see all those places, right? And it's very similar to what we now have here in Port Harcourt at Ogbunabali, right? Where a good number of the businesses around there are focused on telecoms or phone related issues. Don't forget, that place used to be the headquarters of Nitel here in Port Harcourt. Nitel building is just there, just at that junction. You turn off, turn into D-line. All right, you see it. You see the Nitel. You see the big, tall mast. In fact, that's where we used to have the largest collection of telecoms mast in this region, right? So you see all the radios and everything. So around that space, you have a lot of people who sell phones. In fact, there are some buildings where from top to bottom, right? From top to bottom, every store, every kiosk is either selling new phones, used phones, fixing phones, selling accessories, phone accessories, pouches, screen guards, chargers, cables, you name it, they sell it. And all of them are there. But I'm curious. I'm not saying they don't do it too, but it doesn't seem to be as competitive as the open air markets, where particularly the women. No, it's not a gender war or gender clapdown. But over here, there are more women in the open market spaces. And it's not unusual to hear, why you they pack my thing here? Like this place will not be here. I go do. And next thing, hey, voices are raised. Well, I haven't seen a fight in a long time. But I've seen people make threats. Why you go fetch water for this place? If you know, say you and your sister don't get sense, make like come fetch water for this place. I go stupid. It happens. Back to the phone lines now. 017-923-0002, 017-923-0002. Now, Mr. Jude, Jesse again. Yes, I'm very sure what I'm saying, as I was very close to her then. I even assisted her in the market till I went back to school. All right, so just to say, the mother didn't do anything, didn't go to Fortify anywhere, and she was doing well. Sold at Creek Road Market. Now, this message is from Adaya in Port Harcourt. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Right? Adaya. Is it Adaya? All right. It says that if you don't believe that evil is real, then you still have a lot to learn. Tell me which politician goes to election empty-handed. Even in battle or war, people go with powers. Now, only fool they carry empty eye go wrestle with Pikin for village square. I need to read that. It says, even in battle or war, people go with powers. Not only fool they carry empty eye go wrestle with Pikin for village square. That's a Pidgin English parable. Pidgin English parable. Well said. Now, good morning, Jude. Patrick Amadi from Afara. I don't believe you must do what others do or have done before you can be successful. Studying the area, know how to attend to customers or consumers, and add a different thing from what others are doing. This is how you modify your business. That's Patrick from Afara. Facebook at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH at Nigeriainfo, PH. A lot of good mornings on Facebook. Good morning to you guys. I'm sorry, I'm just seeing those messages now. Good morning to you guys. All right, this one here says, do you please try and pronounce my surname? Okay, because we have so many Jesses. Okay, the message came from Jesse Akayoogo. I hope I got that correct. Akayoogo, right? Jesse from Bori. All right, thank you very much. Now, in this life, we all use fortifications. Interesting. It's just that what we call fortification differs from one person to another. For one person, it can be wearing a chaplet. For another, it is burying one thing in front of their shop. I've seen that happen. That's true. For another, it's touching their door with anointing oil. For another, it's their strong belief that others might say is delusional, that they cannot fail, and it actually works for them. Yes, there's a place for hard work, but let's not deceive ourselves by claiming that's all it is. Even in relationships, a lady will cook and do all sorts for a guy that will leave her for someone who doesn't even know how to cook. It happen. The guy will even hire cook maid for her. And if you check properly, it's not jazz or even extraordinary beauty. It's just your favor that even the recipient doesn't understand. That is a form of fortification. I don't sell in the market, but I run 2 businesses in media and entertainment. And there are times I've had to take time out to give my chi and my ancestors props. Because going by logic alone, I'm not even supposed to be alive. Never mind having a career. Yes, I'm educated, I work hard, but those are never enough in this industry. There are people who truly believe I use jazz, even though I don't, because I'm irreligious. But I have also done some truly insane things without thinking, where they'll be like, nobody else can even try half of this and get away with it. How do you still have a career? Why do people root for you for you so hard? I had a PR manager who was like, no, seriously, what are you doing? I've never seen a Nigerian woman thrive with the things you are doing. That's from Anonymous. Okay. Now, this one here says, hi, Q, good morning. Let nobody deceive you. Remember that time when we were always shouting, cut soap, cut soap, cut soap? Where do you think it comes from? It's all in a bid to have some form of guarantee that that business, that school, that work you are going to will favor you. There's a reason why people wash their face very well. Some even buy special spiritual perfumes. Yeah? You buy perfume? Lie. You buy perfume? I need to. What? I need to get me some of that. So you want your business to thrive? You want more people come to your business? So are you saying some of the market women, will buy special perfume. Well. If there is no day I learned something here, it will probably be the last day. What? Okay. Anyway, let me wrap up. Now, for those of our mothers who are listening, who have stores or shops at marketplaces, we respect you. We know how influential you are. But I personally would, if I was to find out somebody was doing something wrong so that the other person doesn't succeed, I would not be happy. So I'll end by saying this. Try and do right. All right? Try and do right.